remembers what you guys were talking about when you were with Mrs. Roder yesterday? What did you talk about? Leah?
We talked about the string and the difference. So he would put yes or no, and she put them on, and then everything that was the same on one side, he put, and then the different things on the no side.
Yeah, and who remembers what did all those words that were in the yes side have in common? What were they all? Do you want to say it on the count of 3? Say it in your silliest voices. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Someone say it in a normal voice because I don't know what you guys just said. What was it? What part of speech were you talking about, Lexi? No! My goodness, Willow.
Things that describe.
And what are those called? Sienna. Adjective. Sienna, come on up here for me. Stand next to me. We are going to use adjectives to describe. Oh, you're sweaty. Sweaty is an adjective. You are sweaty. We are going to use adjectives to describe my friend Sienna. So what is one adjective that I can use to describe her? Kylie. She is tall. That's an adjective. Willow. Tan. Carter. Nice. That's sweet. Ayana. Is she sweater pajamas? No. Describe Sienna. Matthew. That's not a describing word though. We need to describe her using adjectives. Aaliyah. Okay, that's so not. We can describe her hair. What word can I use to describe her hair? Owen.
It has a ponytail.
Okay, that's not a describing word though. Remember, words that describe something like colors or feelings, things like that. Long. Her hair is long. One more. Amy.
She likes soccer.
Okay, that doesn't describe her using adjectives though. That describes what kind of person she is, but let's describe her looks, using adjectives. Yeah. Blonde. We could say blonde, and I think it's more brown, but I guess we could say blonde too. So what we are going to do today is describe springtime using adjectives, okay? So what I need from you is I need you to go back to your seats, pause. I need you to get out a pencil, and I need paper passes to my desk. Okay? Okay. Please write your name on top of this paper when you get it. Here we go. You have paper pencil, my darling? I like how Sienna's sitting in ready position. I like how Sienna's sitting in ready position. Show me good writing position. When we're ready to write, our chairs are pushed in, our feet are on the floor. Write your name at the top of the paper when you get it. In that top box, I see the word see, then I see hear, taste, smell, and feel. What are those 5 things? There are what? Nope. There are 5 senses. We have a sense of sight, of hearing, of touch, of taste, and of smell, right? So we are going to be describing springtime in a poem using our senses and using some adjectives. So, and we're not going to add the adjectives yet. We're going to add them after we write. So first, we're just going to do a quick sketch. You know, when we're writing and we need to get some ideas, sometimes we use a graphic organizer where we quickly sketch things out, right? So in that first box, see. Think of something you see during springtime. Just something you see. I want you to turn and tell a partner. Okay, I heard lots of good things. I heard leaves, I heard trees, I heard bugs, I heard flowers. So in that box where it says see, you are just going to write one noun, okay? One thing that you might see during springtime. Nope, not a sentence, just a quick sentence, just a quick sketch, just one word. One word of something you see. Nope. We are not writing a sentence, we are just writing one word of something we see. And spell everything the best way you can. What makes at the end of a word? All right, the next box, something we hear in the springtime. What is something we hear? If you said that you see birds, don't use the same thing for hear. Okay, you have to think of something else. What's something you might hear outside during spring? Birds singing. What else? Winds, because sometimes it's windy in the spring, right? What's something it does a lot of so flowers could grow? Rain. You might hear rain. What else? Anything else that we might hear? Matthew. You lost it? Thunderstorms? Bumblebees? Okay, that what makes the chirp? Okay. What you hear, again, just one word. Just one word. Put in the hear box. What makes the sound? No, that's not what makes the sound. What makes the sound? What animal makes that sound? Okay, that's what you should be right. Nope. Just one word. Now in the taste, what's something that we might eat during the springtime? Do we eat hot cocoa during the springtime? No, you can, but that's not something that's typical to springtime. What's something we typically eat, Kira? Fruits.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. It starts to get warm out. Sarah. Cantaloupe. That's part of fruit. Yeah. Carter.
I forget.
Yeah. Vegetables. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure. So in that middle box, taste. Right? Again, one thing, just one word that you taste during the springtime. One word that you taste. One thing that you taste. Do you have a question? No? Okay. One thing that you taste. What are you writing? Turkey? Okay, so that's fine. Just spell every way the best way you can. Okay. All right, smell. What's something we might smell in the springtime? If you already wrote flowers for C, do not choose it again. Yeah. Pollen. We can smell that pollen that makes us itchy, right?
The smell of the air.
Yep, the air. How does the air smell in the spring? It smells very fresh, right? We smell air, honey. Edith, why do we smell conditioner in the spring? Well, you wash your hair every day, though. So that's something we smell in all seasons, not just in the spring. Matthew. No. You smell soap in all seasons, right? Could we smell hot dogs and hamburgers?
Yeah.
Maybe at a baseball game or a grilling? Ah, you're not writing it. I'm not writing it. Could we smell? Does rain have a smell?
Yeah.
It smells different after it rains, doesn't it?
It smells.
So you have all different ideas now. If you had one of your own, or if you want to use one that we already said, go ahead and you can write it for smell. What? I was still. That's okay. You can keep writing. I'll clean it up. Go. Don't worry about it. Honey, you can push your chair and you can keep writing. Here, stand up for a second. And the very last one, what might we feel in the spring? Think of things that you can actually feel and touch, not feeling on the inside, okay? So not happy or sad. What's something that we might feel in the spring? Yeah. Itchy. Yes, but think of things, actual things that we can touch and feel. Okay?
Trees.
Trees.
Wind.
Wind. Grass. I love, my favorite thing is in the springtime at dark, at night when the air is still warm, but the grass is starting to get cool and you walk through it barefoot and you feel that cool grass. That's one of my favorite things.
Breeze.
The breeze. What about the sun? Can your sun feel warm? Okay, you have a bunch of different ideas now, right? One thing that you can physically feel or touch in the spring. After you have that, you may head back to the carpet. We are going to write a poem together. We are going to do a shared write of a poem. So I'm going to model what it looks like when we write our poems. Now, when we write, sometimes we get ideas by doing a graphic organizer, which is what we just did. Come back to the carpet, please. You shouldn't be playing with your toys. Could you put those two things on my desk, please? There's no need for them on your desk. Have a seat, please. I'm going to model what our poem is going to look like, using ideas of things that I use my senses for in the spring. So, what do poems have at the top of them normally? A name or a title. So, well, should I name my poem First Day of Snow? Should I name it Wintertime? Should I name it At the Beach? Should I name it Springtime Feelings?
Yeah.
We could do that. You could name it whatever you wanted. You could name it Spring. You could name it Springtime Feelings. This is an important phrase. It is our title. What do titles start with? Uppercase, capital letters. springtime feelings. Now that first thing, and I capitalized feelings too, because both of those names are a part of our title and they're both important, right? Now, I would like to start with C, because that's what you guys have on your paper. So, what do I see in the spring? Now, remember, this is Miss Feeney's poem, right? I see kids playing. I see some kids playing. So how can I turn that into a sentence? How can I make that a sentence, Roman? I see kids playing in the park. I don't have any adjectives in there, do I? Do I? Let's describe kids. So say kids is my noun that I want to describe. How could I describe the kids? What adjective could I use to describe the kids? Kira. I see some cute. So basically, I saw you guys playing in the park. How am I going to start my sentence? Aaliyah. With a capital, and I is always capital, right? So I see how I'm putting good spaces? Cute kids playing. Oh, it's happening right now. They're playing right now, so it has that inflectional ending ing, right? Playing in the park. And what do I put at the end of the sentence? A period. All right, my next one on my paper was here. I hear rain in the spring. I hear rain. So what should I put? What sentence should I write? Matthew. I hear rain. We don't have to say in the spring because we know we're talking about spring, right? I hear rain. That's a pretty boring sentence, right? Let's jazz it up. Let's add an adjective. What kind of rain do we hear? Ayana?
Loud.
I hear loud rain. How am I going to start my sentence? Willa? A capital. I hear loud rain. And at the end, what goes there? A punctuation, which is a period. Now, normally we write always after the period, right? But we're writing a poem, and poems have lines. So I'm going to skip a line now for the next line of my poem. Okay? Taste. I taste delicious fruit. I just gave that adjective away. I described that I couldn't help myself because I love fruit so much. So I is always capitalized. I'm going to sit down now so I can recheck. I taste delicious fruit. What? Are we worried about homework right now when we're doing a writing? No. Next one is smell. I love flowers. So how could I describe the flowers? Describe the flowers for me. Owen.
These flowers smell good.
Ooh, we start with I, because it's me, and my sense is smell. So it's going to start with I smell. We don't want to say good flowers. Let's think of a better adjective. Remember we were talking about stronger ways to say things? It's a better way to spell good when we can talk about the flowers. How do flowers smell? Kylie. We don't really use beautiful when we're talking about smell. Ava. Okay, if it's stronger than that. Even stronger than that. We're talking about a smell. Use an adjective that can describe a smell. Brielle. No. Ayan or Aslan. I smell beautiful adjective. Yes, right? We could have said sweet. We could have said stinky if you don't like the smell of flowers, but I love the smell of flowers. So I'm going to say, I smell fresh flowers. And the very last one, feel. Oh my goodness, I spelled flowers wrong. I forgot my L. Now the very last one is feel. Now, I love the sun and how it feels in the spring. It's not too hot, it's not too humid, it just feels so nice, okay? Now, how could I describe the feeling of the sun, Sienna? Perfect, okay. But what about the feeling? How does it make you feel on your skin? How does it feel? Warm. I think warm's good, right? Because it's not too hot yet. It could be hot sometimes if you're running around like you guys do at recess. But I love when you go out and you just feel that warm sun. So I'm going to say, I feel the warm sun. Let's read ours back. Can we read our poem back? Ready? Springtime feelings. I see cute kids playing in the park. I hear loud rain. I taste delicious fruit. I smell fresh flowers. I feel the warm sun. Now, what was my adjective in the first sentence, Silas? What was my describing words in the first sentence? Nope, describing word. What was my describing word in the first sentence, Carter? Cute. I hear loud rain. Eden, what was my describing word in that sentence? Does here describe something? Roman. Loud. I taste delicious fruit. Brody, what was my adjective in this sentence? My describing word. I taste delicious fruit. You were going to say it. Delicious. I smell fresh flowers. Cameron. Fresh. And I feel the warm sun. Ryan. Warm. You guys are going to write your own poems. And we're out of time because you guys had extra recess today. However, on Tuesday, we are going to write our own poems. We're going to start our first draft, okay? These are you're going to share these then with Mrs. Roeder's class since she's who taught you about adjectives and you're doing with writing with me. And remember how we swapped? So you guys are going to get to share them and we invited Mr. Krause and Mrs. Roeder's to come around. I know, it's exciting, isn't it? Okay, it is time to pack up. Your graphic organizers are on your desk. Please make sure your name is on them and I am going to come around and collect them just so we can keep them in a safe spot. And I want you to get out your homework folders. Matthew, put that on my desk. Thank you.